Welcome to Meteorology Matters, where we unearth some pretty surprising connections in the world of weather and climate.
Yeah.
Today, we're not just talking about, like a hurricane here or a snowstorm there, but how weather can actually, link up seemingly unrelated events
Right.
from Cold War secrets
Oh, wow.
to the heart of hurricane relief efforts.
Interesting.
If you're fascinated by these deep dives into meteorology, follow meteorologist Rob Jones on Instagram, Meteorologist,
Okay.
TikTok TV Meteorologist, and on YouTube, follow Rob Jones Hurricane,
Great.
where you can also find the Meteorology Matters playlist.
Awesome.
Okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
Our first stop takes us to the icy expanse of Greenland,
Okay.
where a discovery that initially sounds like something straight out of a spy novel is hiding.
Uh-huh.
A buried abandoned military base
Really?
known as Camp Century.
Camp Century.
Yeah.
It does have a certain mystique to it, for sure.
Right.
Camp Century was a top-secret project by the U.S. Army during the Cold War,
Wow.
hidden from the Soviets under the Greenland ice sheet.
Wait, a base under the ice?
Yeah.
That sounds incredibly ambitious.
It was.
Wow.
They envisioned 600 nuclear missiles,
Okay.
rail lines for transport and housing for up to 11,000 troops,
Oh my gosh.
all within a network of tunnels beneath the ice cap.
That's just wild.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to this audacious project?
Ultimately, it was abandoned,
Really?
deemed too challenging and expensive.
I see.
But one of the scientific experiments conducted there ended up revolutionizing our understanding of Earth's climate.
Okay.
They drilled a nearly mile-long ice core
Wow.
that gave scientists the first detailed long-term record of Earth's climate.
Wow.
Essentially a frozen archive of climate history.
So this secret military base inadvertently gave us a scientific treasure trove.
It did.
What kind of climate data did scientists even have before this discovery?
Before the Camp Century ice core, our knowledge of past climates was pretty limited,
Okay.
relying on roughly a century's worth of direct weather observations.
Oh, wow.
Imagine trying to grasp the complexities of Earth's climate with such a small window.
Yeah.
The Camp Century ice core offered 1,000 centuries of climate data.
That's amazing.
A truly remarkable leap forward.
Wow. From a handful of puzzle pieces to practically the whole picture.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And the data from Camp Century isn't just a historical artifact.
Okay.
It acts as a baseline for ongoing research, letting scientists track changes in Earth's climate over time.
Right.
The unsettling part is that the site chosen because its surface ice never melted
Uh-huh.
now sees some melting almost every year.
That's a sobering thought.
It is. They're absolutely intertwined.
Okay.
You could say that climate data is the bedrock of accurate weather forecasting.
Okay.
Earth's climate is in constant flux,
Mm-hmm.
and those changes directly impact weather patterns.
Right.
So to make accurate predictions, meteorologists need to grasp those long-term trends and incorporate them into their models.
So it's not just about what's happening right now.
Right.
But understanding the bigger picture, like the historical context
Exactly.
and how the climate is evolving.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of how climate data influences forecasting?
Sure, let's take a drought, for instance.
Okay.
It's a prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall, resulting in a water shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to predict future rainfall, understanding long-term climate patterns,
Right.
like the frequency and severity of droughts in a specific region,
Yeah.
is critical.
Okay.
If an area has been experiencing a prolonged drought, the soil will be drier,
Uh-huh.
and there will be less moisture available to evaporate into the atmosphere, affecting cloud formation and rainfall.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
To accurately predict rainfall, you need to consider not just the current weather conditions,
Right.
but also the long-term climate trends that have shaped the region.
Exactly.
It's like saying that knowing someone's past helps you understand their present behavior.
Precisely. It's all about connecting the dots, seeing the bigger picture.
Yeah.
As our climate continues to change, those long-term trends will play an even greater role in shaping our weather patterns.
It sounds like weather forecasting is a collaborative effort.
It is.
It's not just NOAA working in isolation, is it?
Absolutely not. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration collaborates with a wide range of partners,
Okay.
private companies, academic institutions, and international organizations,
Mm-hmm.
to ensure they have the most comprehensive and up-to-date information.
Oh, wow.
It's a global endeavor sharing data and expertise to improve the accuracy and reliability of forecasts.
Like a giant puzzle where everyone contributes their piece to create the complete picture.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond just data collection and analysis.
Okay.
NOAA also works closely with private weather companies and media outlets to disseminate weather information to the public.
Right.
Think about the weather apps on your phone or the weather reports on TV and radio. They all rely on data and forecasts provided by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
So it's a chain reaction.
Yeah.
NOAA gathers the data, analyzes it, and shares it with partners
Right.
who get that information out to the public.
Exactly. And it's a vital partnership.
Right.
Private weather companies often have the resources and expertise to create user-friendly apps
Right.
and visualizations that make weather information more accessible.
Yeah.
Media outlets play a critical role in communicating severe weather warnings and keeping people informed during critical events.
It's a true team effort then.
It is.
From the scientists collecting data in remote locations to the meteorologists analyzing the data and the media broadcasting the forecasts, everyone plays a part in ensuring you're prepared for whatever weather comes our way.
Absolutely.
This reminds me of the Camp Century researchers, originally focused on a military objective who inadvertently helped us understand climate change,
Yeah.
and the mule packers using their skills and experience to deliver vital supplies.
Right.
Each story highlights the impact of weather, both in the challenges it presents and in the innovative solutions we develop.
It's fascinating how these seemingly disparate stories connect to a larger narrative about our relationship with weather and climate.
And as we face the growing impact of climate change,
Right.
understanding those connections becomes even more critical.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes you wonder about the future of disaster relief efforts.
Mm-hmm.
Will we need to rethink our strategies as climate change intensifies weather events?
That's a question that researchers and disaster relief organizations are grappling with right now.
Okay.
As we see more extreme weather events like stronger hurricanes and more intense flooding,
Yeah.
traditional methods of disaster response may need to evolve.
So we might need to get even more creative and adaptable, like the folks at the Mountain Mule Packer Ranch.
Exactly. Their
Yeah.
use of mules to reach areas cut off by traditional vehicles highlights the potential of animal-assisted disaster relief.
Wow.
It's a low-tech but highly effective solution.
Right.
That could be especially valuable in regions with limited infrastructure or challenging terrain.
It also speaks to the importance of community-based solutions.
It does.
Local knowledge and resources can be incredibly valuable in disaster response.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to move beyond a one-size-fits-all approach to disaster relief.
Okay.
What works in one context might not be effective in another.
Right.
We need to empower communities to develop strategies tailored to their specific needs and challenges.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the future of disaster relief will require a combination of innovation,
Definitely.
adaptability,
Yes.
and a deep understanding of local context.
Precisely.
Okay.
And let's not forget the importance of preparedness.
Right.
As climate change continues to intensify weather events,
Yeah.
being prepared will be more crucial than ever. This means having robust early warning systems,
Okay.
evacuation plans, and community support networks in place.
It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in building resilience to the impacts of climate change.
We do.
Whether it's supporting organizations like Mission Mules advocating for stronger climate policies, or simply being more prepared in our own communities,
Yeah.
we can all make a difference.
Well said.
Yeah.
It's a collective effort, and every action, no matter how small,
Right.
can contribute to a more resilient future.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From a hidden Cold War base in Greenland to the heartwarming story of hurricane relief mules and the essential role of NOAA in gathering weather data and forecasting.
It's been a fascinating conversation.
It has been a fascinating conversation exploring the often unexpected ways weather and climate shape our world.
It has been a pleasure diving into these connections with you.
And a big thank you to our listeners for joining us on this meteorological journey.
Thanks, everyone.
We hope you've gained some new insights and perspectives.
Absolutely.
Remember, weather and climate are forces that connect us all.
Yeah, they do.
Let's keep learning, keep talking, and keep working together to create a more sustainable and resilient future.
A great message to end on.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow meteorologist Rob Jones on Instagram, Meteorologist.
Yes.
On TikTok, TV Meteorologist. And on YouTube, follow Rob Jones Hurricane,
Great.
where you can also find the Meteorology Matters playlist.
Wonderful.
Until next time, stay curious.